that catfish? What's that wall?
Yeah, I painted that actually.
Supposed to be a catfish?
Yeah. I mean, the joke kind of came from spoon feeding a catfish. It's like an inside joke.
Damn.
So it's just a murky ass fish. I don't know if you want to wear the headphones, but you can.
Nah, we don't have enough. It's only you and me.
Yeah.
It's only two
I don't
people.
think I'm gonna wear them either.
Also, don't you really only need headphones if you're watching videos, you know?
Well, it helps if somebody's over there, you know,
Uh-huh.
and somebody's over there, and it's just like easier to hear what everybody's saying. I think. Yeah, I would just make sure the mic's a little
There it is. That's closer.
Are you comfy?
Oh, yeah, this is nice. Might take a nap in here. The light's nice and dim.
Yeah, I thought I'd make it sexy for you.
It's tough. Might fall asleep.
Well, dude, welcome back to America.
The hell?
Where did you go?
Cape Town, Johannesburg, which is like the most southern tip, and then up to Tanzania, and then to Ghana. And Ghana is a fucking hellhole. It's
Why?
fucking shit, dude.
It's like clay houses and
We
shit.
went to there was this one part on the last day when I went there. This guy was leading us around, and I was like, dude, this is the first time I felt sketched the whole time. We were in the hood, and he was taking us down to where like Ghana is known for. That's where all the Africans, all of Africa would go to before they get shipped off to wherever they're going, like back in the days. Like
You mean
during the
like
slave
hundreds of years
during
ago?
the slave trade, yeah. So it's like,
Jesus.
and the part, this guy took us down to like the holding cells and all this stuff, and then he took us to like where they would load them up on the boats. He kept going, let me get a photo of you guys, let me get a photo. And I was like, nah, bro, this feels weird. And then as he's taking the photo of us posing, and then there was like 1,000 dudes around. There's just 1,000 dudes around that are like working, because it's like a working fishing dock. So they're like tying nets together. They're like have no money, and then we're just like, cheers, just the most tourist shit ever. There's like 3,000 like dudes that are working, and then we're just taking photos of where they all got shipped off. And I was just like, dude, this feels a little fucked up.
That is actually crazy.
And I didn't want to say no, because I was like, he's our guide, so I have to listen to him. But
yeah.
it's
Well,
insane.
and I mean, I'm sure it was like 3,000 all black people, and then you're just two white
Me.
dudes.
I think I was the only white guy in the city.
Were you with somebody?
I went with that dude Luis.
Oh, okay.
Dude,
cool.
but even though he's Mexican, they think he's white out there. They literally
He's
said,
like Spanish-looking Mexican.
yeah, but they
or
said white boys.
Spanish-looking Espanol.
They called us at one point. Some guy was like, white boys like you guys. And I was like, oh, they think you're white too. That's going to be a first. It's going to feel good, huh? You didn't know what it feels like.
That's fun.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
How long were you there for?
2 weeks.
Damn, okay.
Pretty sweet. But
You surprisingly don't look that tan.
it's wintertime there.
Really?
Yeah, it's wintertime there. It's
What are their seasons then? It's like,
right now is winter for them, and then January through July, or January through like June is summerish.
I guess that's
when we have winter here, they have summer there.
Because like they're just at a different.
Because of they're on the bottom of the earth, so
Yeah,
other hemisphere.
okay.
But I mean, it is what it is. But
What is
yeah.
winter like there? I mean, it's a southern tip. It's probably pretty cold.
I mean, the coldest it got down was like 40 degrees. Daytime's like 60. But there was this one dude I met at the airport, like one of the workers there, and he was like, I was in Washington, D.C. last week. I had to come back. It was too cold. I'm like, bro, it's like 90 degrees in Washington, D.C. right now. It's summertime. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
I was sick.
I'm ready for it to not be so hot down here. I can't stand it.
Dude, yeah, what's it called? I went to that restaurant, and it was so fucked up because it's supposed to, in Cape Town, you can get like 5-star dinners every night, bottle of wine, all the appetizers, all the dinner, and then it's like $50 a person. It's so cheap.
Jeez.
But so we just ate at the nicest restaurants. But we went to this really nice restaurant the day before we left. And then the next day, when I'm at the airport, I got so sick. And then we got to our place. We had to drive 3 hours to the game lodge. And as I'm driving, because it's like Luis is an idiot, so I'm not trusting him to drive. So he's sitting in the passenger seat because it's like right-hand side car.
I was going to say,
left
is it on
side
the
of
opposite
or right side of the
side?
road, or whatever, left side of the road, right
Yeah.
side car. So he's an idiot. I don't trust him. I don't even trust him to drive here in America. So not let him drive there. So I'm driving, and every 20 minutes I have to pull over and throw up. And then I didn't know this motherfucker. He can't be on a boat. He can't be on a train. He can't be in a car. He can't do anything without throwing up. He has motion sickness. So every time I pull over to throw up, he's got to throw up too. So we're just on the side of the road, two white dudes in the middle of nowhere, Africa, just throwing up while everyone's just passing us by on the interstate.
What did you eat?
It was I think it was collard greens, actually.
I wonder what African collard greens are like.
Just spinach is what it is, but they call it greens. But it fucked me up so hard for 24 hours, and then I was good again. But yeah,
was it like courses? Like did you go and it was like really
that
really
place
fancy,
was literally
or?
just 2 things. It was a nice steak and collard greens. All it was, and it.
How's that 5-star?
It was just it's one of their nicest restaurants and the nicest
Because
cuts
the
of
rest
meat.
of the food there is just like stew.
No, it's just like one of the nicest like steaks you can get. But I was just throwing up so much, it was fucked up.
Dude, I've never really gotten food poisoning like that.
I haven't either. Not like that. Not where I was
No.
like I couldn't even drink water without throwing up every 20 minutes.
Yeah, because that feeling when you're super hungover and you can't keep anything down sucks. But here, you can hand me that laptop.
Dude, the funniest thing is this is even racist to say anymore. I'm just putting it down as a fact. Black people love Hennessy. It's a fact. Every bar in
Who is disputing that?
but this is yeah. Now there's facts behind it because every bar in Cape Town has a Hennessy special. You can buy a bottle of Hennessy for $20. Every bar, like they have their own.
You can buy a bottle for $20?
Yeah, because it's cheap there. But the whole street is like they have their own version of 6th Street, and every bar says Hennessy special, Hennessy special, Hennessy special, Hennessy special. First thing on the menu is Hennessy. Their favorite drinks there is Hennessy and Jaeger bombs.
Damn.
But now, after seeing how many Hennessy specials they have, I've confirmed it that it's not racist to say black people love Hennessy.
Well,
It's a
so
fact.
what were their bars like? Like, was it like here where you just see a bunch of different bottles and shit, or was it very selective?
Honestly,
compared to ours?
it's about the same, except they have their own. They have less like alcohol there, but it's about the same.
Like I heard when somebody went to the UK, they were talking about how they didn't really have tequila, and I guess I was like, I didn't realize
Do they
it
have
has to
tequila
come
there?
from Mexico. So
Some
like you would have to get tequila from Mexico.
they had tequila and some bars, but yeah, it was pretty select. Not a lot of bars had tequila, but it was harder to find that. They have whiskey and vodkas and stuff there, but dude, there was this one bar we went to before the shark dive, the night before.
You went on a shark dive?
Yeah, but this is the fucked up thing. We went out that night. We were gonna go. I kept saying we gotta go back to sleep because we gotta be up at 4:30 to get the shuttle, right? So the next thing at midnight, and we're walking back, and we found this bar where a shot it would be like in American dollars, it was 70 cents a shot. So we ended up drinking like 15 shots there. We get so hammered. Then we go back, and on the way, right by our hotel or by like our Airbnb, there's a hostel we stop at. We meet this dude from America, and we're hanging out with him, drinking and stuff. So then we go to bed at like 2:30. We have to wake up at 4:30, and then we're on a shaky boat the whole time. And I just like, Luis he's already, like I said, can't go anywhere without throwing up, plus boozed up. And I was like,
Did he even have fun the whole trip?
he did, but he was just throw up anywhere we'd go. And adding that into the equation, I was like, dude, this is fucked up. And then we didn't even, we saw sharks, but not a great white shark. So I was like, damn, that sucks.
Were you on a boat or in a cage?
Both.
You got in the
You
water
get
in
the
a cage?
yeah, for an hour.
What?
It's cold as fuck.
With sharks? Like you actually saw sharks?
Yeah, they come up and slam the cage, and you're sitting there just looking at them from like a foot away. But
That's so scary, dude.
the thing that sucks the most is they give you a wetsuit that's not warm enough for it's fine, but like it's 40-degree water, and then you're in there for an hour. Dude, I was getting blue by the time I got out.
Dude, that's fucking scary. And it's just some like dudes who own like a
Just some
shark
dudes,
cage in
yeah.
a boat.
Pretty much, just some dudes with a shark cage in a boat.
That's how, when I went on the cruise, that's how I felt, because we did excursions on the island and stuff like that. And you realize you're just in this dude's van who's like flying around these treacherous edges on a mountain, you know?
Dude,
I mean, they know what they're doing for sure, but it's like,
I've
it's
never-
just-
I've been to a lot of places. I've never seen this guy that whipped it crazier than our guy in Tanzania who took us to Kilimanjaro. This man, his name is Chensino. He driving up this fucking mountain
Wait,
like this.
Chensino?
Chensino.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like John Cena, but
Chen, Chencino, right? He's whipping it up the mountain. It's raining outside, right? So it's muddy as fuck. And there's people walking the whole time. And he's going about 50, just whipping it around corners and stuff like this. And we're like sliding through mud and stuff. And we're just, both sides of the road.
Luis is just
Both sides of the road are a cliff, right? And he's just going, just whipping. And I was like, holy fuck, this guy is like, you see those videos? This guy was truly the greatest driver, or the worst driver. I don't know which one, but he was insane how much he just whipped it around the corner.
It's
and,
that level of confidence, you know?
And now-
it's like,
Now this man is so funny. When we were out there, he told me you can buy an acre of land for $2,000 out there. So I was curious, right? So I hit him up when I got back. And then literally in my phone right now, every couple minutes, it's like every hour, he's been sending me so many videos because he wants me to buy some land out there.
he's
So,
like $2,000.
Look right now, 4 messages from him as I speak.
What do they say?
Okay, so look at all these messages. And he's been WhatsApping me, messaging me.
you basically invited him
So-
into just like
Yeah, so
send
then
you scam
he's
shit.
texting me today. And then when he gets he fucking sends me videos of these places. The videos he sends me, like, I'm like, oh, that looks nice. Like, shit like this. He sends me these videos. Yeah, guess how much it is? It comes out to be it's $100,000 for 3 acres of land. I'm like, bitch, I was curious because you said $2,000. I could toss $2,000 to you. I can't do $100,000. That's America prices.
It's like when somebody asks for like weed and you're like, oh, I can high buck them.
Yeah, so he was like, he told us, he's like, it costs $2,000 for land and about $12,000 to build a house. So I said, fuck yeah, that sounds like a good idea. I'm curious. Then I started looking into it, and then
he's like, well, actually,
I need to take. It's actually gonna be $100,000 more than what I said. I'm like, okay, well, dude. And now I'm just like, I'm not interested. But
he got to barter with him.
He won't stop hitting me up. There's literally so many messages as we speak right now, and also, it's 3 a.m. there right now, and this guy's still messaging me. He doesn't sleep, I don't think.
Dude, you're his meal ticket.
Pretty much.
He's like, dude, this American guy asked about land.
I know, he fucked me good. Dude,
yeah, did you make any friends there?
That's the issue. That's the whole problem, is that every time we'd go somewhere, I would talk to random people, make friends, and then they would just become part of our journey. Yeah. Like when we were the second day we were there, we went to go see the penguins down at the beach. And I got an Uber driver. He ended up being our Uber driver down to the beach, like a 25-minute ride. Next thing you know, this Uber driver spent 8 hours of his day with us. He was just being our personal driver all day, taking us all his favorite spots. He spoke English, but very bad. I never knew what he was saying the whole time. So I just go, So he ended up being our personal driver for like $60 a person. But he took us to his favorite lunch spot. He took us all these places. We paid for his dinner. So we hung out with him all day. And then the Chensino guy, that guy too, now he hung out with us the whole time. The getting us fucked in Ghana, that was my fault too. I accidentally met a guy that took us around. I just kept screwing us over and taking us to places because I was just being too friendly with people. I was like, damn.
I feel like in other countries, well, and they have like, if it's a country with less opportunity, when you go, they really, ever since I saw like 90 Day Fiance and shit, you just see how different it can be, where they're like, the quality of life is just so different that they're like, we're following this guy around all day just in case.
Honestly, that is. We're just still meal ticket when they see it.
Yeah, like maybe not specifically meal ticket, but for sure. But it's more also like they're just like, this is the most exciting thing possible because of the fact that the money could come out of it.
Yeah, we could do other stuff.
You know what I mean? Like, it's like they're just like, yeah, we'll show you around. And it's like, I really actually would rather just kind of wander.
I know. That Chensino guy, we spent 12 to 13 hours with him that day, and then he finally dropped us off at our Airbnb, and he was like, oh, I thought you guys were gonna change, then I was gonna take you guys to dinner. And I was just like, bro, no, I'll hit you up. I can't anymore.
Well, dude, in Honduras and Roatan on the island, there would just be people like, you want your hair braid, and they would not leave you alone. They just start like massaging you, and you're like, no, seriously, please.
Dude, when we were in Tanzania, since it's like not really a heavily visited country that a lot of people go to, I'm convinced that a lot of the kids that saw me in some of the places we went to, I was the first white guy they've ever seen in their life. Because they kept turning and looking at me all goofy, and I was like, oh shit, like they were looking at me so funny. But I
look like an alien to them.
I rented a car in Tanzania, and they gave us like a fucking Toyota Camry pretty much, right? And the thing is about this place is all dirt roads, and not good dirt roads, huge potholes, right? So actually the first day we got out of the airport, we got the car like midnight, right? It's about an hour and a half to get to the town. So we're driving there, literally a mile from the Airbnb. There's like all these like fucking dirt roads, but they're like terrible. There's like holes everywhere, right? And then we go down this one road, and as soon as I turn, right into like a mud pit that ended up like quicksand, right? We tried getting out for like 30 minutes, couldn't do it.
Right when y'all got there? Like
a mile and a half from the Airbnb, first night. So we hadn't even checked in the Airbnb yet. So we just leave. I've tried for half an hour. Couldn't get the car out of the mud because it's just like such a mud bog. So I was just like, fuck it, leave it. So we just left the car there, got our fucking suitcases, and just fucking walked a mile and a half to the Airbnb. And then the next day we found some guy who came and got it for us. But it was just like,
dude, that's a nightmare.
But
in a completely different continent too.
And the funniest thing is me. It's like down there, there's just no laws. It felt like I was in like India or something. There's cars, there's no traffic laws, and I'm just downtown in the most busy place. So white dude just whipping it around downtown. There's all these cars, and I'm just like, what the fuck is going on?
Everybody's flying around too.
It's brutal.
That's wild. Dude, when I went to Secret Dreams this year, the day everybody was driving in, it was pouring, and they had to like stop for thunderstorms, and so it was a shit show. Like the workers didn't know what to do. It's muddy, pouring rain, and like it was awful. But so many cars got stuck. So many cars were like, people were fucked over, and I just remember this one car got stuck, this little Honda Civic, and we just were watching it just.
It's getting like, deeper.
Dude, it was like,
that's what I was doing.
It was gonna blow the fucking engine out, and they ended up, they just left it there. I think they set up camp next to it, and they came the next day and got it out. But yeah, I was just remember, I'm like, dude, you might as well just say fuck it and get out of the car at that point, like you guys did.
It's
like,
brutal. I just had to hike another. I was very tired as shit. Just have to hike 45 minutes to get to the Airbnb through like there's no roads, right? So you're just hiking through fields pretty much with our heavy ass suitcases that weigh like 100 pounds. I was like, this sucks.
You just look like a mark too. If somebody saw you, they're like, get him.
Yeah, just in the most ghetto place. I was like, all right, this sucks. But that's why I was surprised. It's like Luis has never left America, and that was his first experience leaving, and he just followed me everywhere I went. I was like, all right, just follow me.
I mean, I would trust you too. You do a lot of that type of shit.
I was surprised by how well he kept it up. But the thing is, I realized this pretty quickly after one of the guides told me this. Nobody there will really fuck with you because they're worried about if they mess with you and do something bad that they'll go to hell.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so they're too worried about going to hell to mess with you. Like, I'd say 99.9% people are worried about, like, hell and all that stuff.
Really?
Guy. So they won't mess with you.
And that's what the guide said? It's like
the guide told me
legit worried about
the guide said that
sinning?
Yeah, the guide told me that a lot of them don't want to go to hell because, like, they're all super religious there. So they won't really mess with you. There's that's very wild. Slim percentage of people that will do crime because of that, but most of them won't mess with you because of that.
In just where you were at?
All of Africa, pretty much.
The culture there.
Yeah.
Dude, that's wild.
So I was like, sick. So after he told me that, I didn't ever feel worried about anything.
What about all like the fucking scammers?
There's a lot of scammers. That's the one thing. People won't.
Like, it's not so bad. Email scam, not so violent.
I realize that there's a lot of scammers there, but that's why they scam so hard because they don't see it as bad of a sin to scam versus to beat someone up and rob them is a bigger sin to them than scamming someone. Because scamming someone is like, well, I mean, it's kind of a gray area. Whereas like one of them,
you've never even seen them. You don't know what they look like.
Yeah, like one of them is like in the Bible, like you shouldn't harm somebody. So like that's like cut and dry. But the other one, they're like, it doesn't say anything about scamming people and taking their money.
Thou shalt not steal.
Yeah, but
maybe that's their loophole.
That's their gray area.
It's not quite stealing. I tricked them.
Exactly. So it's like a gray area. So that's why I'm like, okay, that's why Africa is so bad about scamming. It's because it's a little loophole.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why India's full of scammers too. They're like, violence? No. Call you about your XCOM Xfinity discount falling off.
The one thing is we did get the full experience because the tour guy got pulled over and we had to pay a cop off.
Really?
But then when I paid him...
Why did you guys have to? He's the one who got pulled over.
Well, I ended up the tour guide paid for it and then I gave him the money back just because I felt bad because it ended up being the total price was $10 American dollars.
Do you need another White Claw?
I'll take one, but...
Dude, I need to get a little bell to like ring. Ding, 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 ding.
Come on.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What's it called? It's like it was $10 American. I was like, bro, really? The cops are bribing, like pulling people up and asking for $10 American bribes.
How much like was it in their language though? Or I mean, their language in their
currency. Dude, their money is so fucked there that it's like.
Did you bring any?
Yeah, it's. I think I left it at home though, but their money is $10 in American is 20,000 of their dollars. And their dollars are so fucked that something like a pizza there costs like 20,000 shillings. So you're like, dude, your money is fake. But I just they make like $100 a month, like in U.S. money. So $10 is a lot of money to that cop. So I was like, just take this shit, dude. Don't even waste our time.
Oh, dude, I did. Yeah, when I tipped in another country, it was like, I mean, dude, it was a tourist spot. So we had 3 big ass margaritas. And
but this wasn't a tip. This was a bribe from the police.
No, I know. But I'm saying like, it was like $50 for the big ass margaritas, all 3 of them. And so I gave him, it was like 40. And so I gave him $10 cash, like American.
Yeah.
And he was like walking around showing all his coworkers, and I was like, dude, it's only like 20.
That was my favorite thing is that I took $1,000 cash when I went there. I came back still with like $200, and I was being so generous. Every time we'd go somewhere, our bill would be like, say it's like $30, right? I would just give because it's not mandatory to tip there, but if you want to tip, you do like 10%.
Dude, you basically went with like $2 million.
You do like 10%, right? You do like 10%. Well, I would just give them like $20, and they're like, oh, what the fuck? I was just blessing everyone. I was like, this means nothing to me. I'm like, this means nothing.
You came down just to spread your money.
I'd get like 10. I'd get like a full dinner and everything. It'd be like $20. I'd give him like $20 tip. He's like, what the
Yeah, man.
Makes so day. I was like, I'm rich out here. That's why I was considering the land and like doing something out there, because I was like, I can retire there and just be the richest man they've ever seen.
Start a commune out there.
It'd be sweet. But then on top of the police I had to bribe, I forgot. I didn't know you about the visa paperwork when I got to Ghana, so I hadn't filled it out ahead of time, which means
what is it? What's the visa paperwork?
I guess they changed it where you can't get a visa on site like the day of, so you have to do it 30 days ahead of time. And I didn't know that they had changed it this year before I got there, so like they weren't gonna let me into the country. So I ended up just paying the guy $65 for me, $65 for Luis, American dollars cash. Watched him put it into his pocket and then just stamp our passports. He's like, "You good to go?"
Wow.
I was like,
dude.
"God damn!" I literally just tipped their ICE agents, and they're like, "All right, good to go."
Wouldn't you be sketched out about getting back in?
Well,
no?
they stamped it and said that I was good to go. So I was like, "Hey," they gave me
Yeah.
all the stuff I needed.
I mean, I saw the pictures. You did a lot of like sightseeing and hiking and stuff. Was that pretty much what you did most of the time?
That and drink and eat food.
Did you go to like clubs and shit or what?
I took Luis to an African strip club. This guy was
he
had himself about a 6'4" Nubian queen, and she was all over him, and he's like 5'7", and it was the funniest thing. I wanted to keep paying her just to keep dancing on him, because it was us and a bunch of Asian men.
He's climbing all over. Oh, thank you so much, baby. Do you want pineapple or mango?
I'll take the pineapple again. Yeah, that's so funny. I was just like, dude, this is. He was climbing up her like a ladder and everything, and then she was like, I need some money, and Luis was like, I don't want to do that. And I was like, here, take this money, give him a little lap dance.
How much was it? Like the same kind of prices for here, just in there?
It was the most expensive place I've been, but it was like in all of Africa, but it was
like
still
20,000.
It was still pretty cheap. It was like, I don't know, like he got a lot for $100. Let's put it that way. I don't really know how much money it was.
What was her name?
Don't know. I never asked. The other lady told me her name, my lady, and I
have the coolest names, dude.
Couldn't remember what it was. It was something too crazy. I might have. Oh, I didn't write down. Yeah, and this guy, he's never been in a strip club before. So when I was in the bathroom, I'd come back from the bathroom, and the bouncers were yelling at him. I was like, "What happened? What happened?" He's like, "He's not allowed to take photos in here." And I was like, "Dude, did you take a photo in here?" He's like, "Yeah, but I didn't know." And I was like, "That doesn't matter if you're here, Africa. You can't take photos, dude." It's like, what are you doing? I guarantee you, I'm glad I wasn't there, but I guarantee his flash went off too. He looked like a freak. And we were in there with this group. It was a Monday night, so it was a weird night to be there. But what's it called? It was us and then like a group of like 50 Asian men. So it's like, Luis, you know how hard it is to look creepy when there's 50 Asian men over there and you're the creep?
Waving money.
Yeah, you're the creep and there's like 50 Asian men. They're the horniest, creepiest guys, and yet somehow you're the creep. That's a hard thing to do.
Oh man, that's so funny, dude.
Yeah,
you go to the bathroom for 1 second.
I came back. I was like, dude, that's the rule anywhere you go. You can't be doing that.
Oh, so what did you have to fucking bribe them too?
Yeah, pretty much. I was just like, oh, it's fine. I'll take care of him. I'll take his phone.
Man, that's funny as hell.
Yeah, you can go far out there. But hey, if you know anyone that wants to make a bad investment, I need $100,000 cash infusion.
That would be actually crazy to get a plot of land in somewhere in Africa.
Well, for $2,000, I was willing to take, even if it was like went up to. I knew he was wrong when he said 2. I thought he was gonna be more like 5 to 6.
Yeah,
so it's like he's definitely off. But if it's $6,000, having an acre of land for $6,000, like I could do that. But then when he said it was gonna be $30,000 per acre, I was like, no, dude, you lied to me.
Yeah, well, it just makes sense too, because here in America you can get places in like the desert for like that price.
It's
like
3 acres
$5,000
for $100,000. I was just like, dude, no, we're not doing that.
You should just offer him like $350.
$350. It's not even his. He's just my mediary. Let's see if he messaged me back. Let's see.
He's still.
I told you he doesn't sleep. Bro, you're taking 3 acres? Send me. He's just look at him. Send me this photo earlier.
That's him?
He looks like that.
Where did that photo come from?
I don't know. He was trying to send me an
It's
example.
like a missing person photo.
He tried to send me an example photo of what I need to send him. Look at this photo of him he took of himself.
Oh my god, look at you guys.
Yeah, he's a funny guy.
That's so fun, man.
Yeah.
What inspired you to want to go to Africa?
Just want to go somewhere new while I'm still young, you know? You can't really do that stuff when you're old.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
And I'm trying to get my dad to go to Europe or something, but he keeps backing out. So I'm like, well, I'm going to go somewhere fun. And then eventually when you're ready to go somewhere to Europe, well, he's never been overseas. He's 65 and has tons of money.
Yeah.
But he's only gone to like Mexico, South America. He's never gone like overseas. So like I'm trying to get him to go somewhere. So eventually when he does want to go, it'll be like somewhere basic like London or maybe Dublin or something. But he won't want to go to like Africa. So I was like, I got to knock that out. And next year I want to go to Cambodia. So it's like.
Is Cambodia in Asia?
Yeah, it's like over by I think it's neck and neck with like Thailand, Malaysia area.
Okay.
Down that southern peninsula.
Did you ever watch the White Lotus season 3?
I didn't watch season 3.
Yeah, I hadn't seen 1 or 2, but I watched 3 with Michelle, and
I heard about the brothers fucking, and I said I'm out before it even began.
I missed that episode. Thank God, because that was like I gave her so much shit for that show, and it was just boring for a while. But then once it all kind of starts to unwind, it was good. Like I ended up liking it in the end. But what was cool about it was just the set and the setting and.
Yeah, well,
like they're straight up in like Thailand.
Season 1 has the bad bitches and has the crazy hotel manager who's doing blow and fucking boys and stuff. It's crazy. No, season 1's good. I don't know about the other 2. I haven't seen them, but I wouldn't watch them anyways.
I'll give 1 and 2 a try. I mean, I would rewatch 3, but like I said, it's just the first 70% of the episodes are just very like, what the fuck is the point of watching this? You know?
Yeah. Got a video I got to send you before I forget.
I don't know.
I saw it today.
TV shows though.
No, this isn't a show. I need you to. It's right up your alley. There you go.
You always say shit like that, right up my alley, and then you send me like the most horrendous shit ever.
Like what?
You know what you do. Would you send it on Instagram or what?
No, I text it to you. Watch that sometime.
Damn.
It's about how your goat ruins stuff.
How comedy was destroyed by an anti-reality doomsday cult.
It's about your bestie. About your favorite guy ever.
Who?
Your boy JR.
Dude, he's not. Dude, I like Rogan, but he's not my guy.
Yeah.
He's so out of touch now, man. I mean, it's just it's the nature.
You know, it's bad whenever Marine. I saw him. Like I've been seeing him more and more lately. I didn't see him like for a year almost, and then like he finally came back around. I've been seeing him lately, and that guy loves Trump more than anyone I've ever met. Loved Joe Rogan and Tony Hinchcliffe more than anyone I met. And in the last 6 months, I was at his house one day. I watched him throw his Trump hat in the trash can. I watched him renounce him, and then now he hates Rogan. He hates Tony. I'm like, damn, for that guy there's no reason for him to have any issues, right? He's a trust fund baby. He doesn't have a real job. He doesn't do anything, right? So he does no worries, right? So for that to really affect him, you're like, whoa, that must be real, you know?
You're going hard on Marine right now.
I love the dude, but I mean, it's the truth.
No, I get what you're saying though, because I feel like every 10 years or so, a lot of people, things change, you know, and so it's like, I don't know. It's hard nowadays because it's so polarizing. Like, you know how I am whenever we hang out. We might talk a little politics, but it's always just like, fuck that shit, you know? And nowadays people, it's so polarizing.
Yeah.
It's just tough. But I mean, to be fair, if you're like that invested in it, you know, I just feel like you're already getting tricked.
Yeah. No, I was just saying it's funny because it's like, that guy has no worries, and yet even he was like, I sent that documentary to him earlier today. He's like, oh, I'm going to watch this as soon as I get home, because he's like, even he's out on Rogan and all that stuff.
What is the video about? I mean, I will.
This is about how he ruined the whole comedy scene and his crazy thing around here and, you know, everything that's going on.
No, I get that, because I will say when it was like 2020, he was like, if you want to do stand-up, you should move to Austin. And I was just getting into it, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to move to Austin. So I had to give him credit for he's the reason why I moved here, but it's just like it's such a oversaturated scene, and that wouldn't even be a problem, you know, because the cream rises to the top. But it's just like they've just pushed people to try and please them. Like people try and please the Kill Tony crowd and like the Mothership crowd.
The issue I see with this now is like, okay, back in the day, and you can still make that argument that it might still be, but it's, you know, it's going down. back in the day, New York was the main focal point of all the comedians. Everyone that's up and coming moves there, right? And that made sense because it's like there's 9 million people that live in that city, not including the outstanding areas, right? It's like Austin. It's like I'm telling you this because I have a house and my housing price has been hard. It's been going down because everyone's leaving or not moving here, or it just stopped, right? It's like with everybody, all these comedians here, they have a show every single night of the week, right? There's so many comedians. They're all trying to get on shows and stuff. It's like we don't have the amount of people that are, and I'm a huge comedy fan, and I don't even go to that many shows, right? Unless
that's
it's like,
and that's what I think is the problem.
And that I'll go if it's my friends or someone I like and stuff, but I'm not going to random mics on this night. So then it's like, how do you guys have this many people? Like you have so many comedians here, more than that's in New York, but not the amount of people in the city to support that many shows and stuff. So it's like, how do you guys justify that?
That's actually the best way I've ever heard it put, because people always like fight about it and like get kind of salty about it. But at the end of the day, it's literally, it's like there's like two, pretty much only one big clubs here. Yeah. And it's not that big of a city. I mean, I came from Chicago and it's like a fourth of the size.
No, and it's like, and you can, and that's the thing. It's like, you can argue that I mean, there's I guess maybe the I mean, now it's like the Creek in the Cave. They were in New York, they moved here, and it's like that's pretty packed too. But I think it's like most people that are coming in from another city or like they're here for business and stuff. They hear the mothership, they're gonna go to the mothership. They're gonna go there. They might go to the Creek and Cave if there's some washover or they can't get in there. Because the
mothership's like global. Like I've met people who are like, I'm from Ireland, I had to come. Yeah, so it's mothership.
Like you get them, and then it's like I always see so many people that are like probably tonight. Like you'll see people there on a Tuesday night because they're in from work and they're on a work conference. They'll go, and then if they can't get in there, they'll roll over to the Creek in the Cave. But that's about where it ends, right? It's like after that, they're not gonna go to some other open mics around the city. So now it's like Tuesday night tonight, like. Who's going to these random open mics and stuff? It's like, I'm not going there. You're not going there tonight. It's like, who's going there? So it's like, we don't have the infrastructure to support this many up and coming comedians right now.
Well, and that's my biggest gripe of why I'm not, because when I first moved here, I was like, I need to do open mics every day, all day.
But who's going to see it besides other comics?
Well, no, exactly, dude. It literally just became 4 people in the audience who are all waiting to go up after you and they're not even paying attention. And even if they are, they're like, I don't want this guy to do good.
At that time in 2020, even then it was different because you'd get a lot of random people going to open mics because it's like, hey, this is down the block. It's COVID. I'm working from home. I got nothing to do. I'm bored. Let me go. Or it's like, post-COVID times, but it's still like working from home. Don't got a lot to do. Let me get out. Go meet people, go do stuff. So they go. But now people are back in their regular routine. They're not like Tuesday night. They're not like, oh, let's go hit this place. Let's go do this. It's like.
When the magic is lost because, like you said, there's just not enough people. Like, you are a big comedy fan. You love going to shows and shit. And you go to quite a bit of shows. But it's like, why the fuck would you go to like some random bar on a Tuesday that's having an open mic?
No.
It's like there's so much high quality that is going to be good comedy available that it's like, if I want to go to a show, I'll just buy tickets to whatever comedian I like is playing at the big venue. But it's like, what made open mics fun is it's like, oh, let's go see a comedy show. I never really go see a comedy show. And now people are fucking studying and they're like, dude, shut up. All of you motherfuckers, all you ever do is just want to get on stage and tell jokes.
The reason why this also won't be the same
so people just don't care anymore.
The reason why this also won't be the same as it was ever in New York is that Austin is it's a driving city, right? I mean, if you live downtown, you can walk there, and then they have the people on 6th Street saying, come in. But there's not, in New York, you have all the barkers saying, hey, come to the show, come to the show. They're barking on the street. Here, it's not really a thing. You can't be like, there's not someone outside Buzzmill barking people in to come to that show tonight. It's so spread out that it's like, how do you get people to that?
And they bark on 6th Street, but they bark in a way where it's like, dude, the mothership is right there.
Right.
Like, it's like, why would I,
Yeah, so it's
like just there's not enough niche. Like, that's the thing is everybody and their mother moved here to do stand up, so there's not niche like, oh wow, this person's actually like got a creative, unique perspective. It's like everybody is just trying to. They're like, man, my dream would be to just come up on stage and talk and get paid money. And it's like, that's not enough. That's okay. I'm glad that I thought of this because that's my beef with the Kill Tony shit is like, those guys will say,
wow, you're a killer.
Well, no, but they'll say, they'll be like,
have you been out before?
These people want it so bad. And they're like excited that they're like finding people who want it so bad And it's like, but that means that you're just going after people who will like do whatever the fuck it takes to be successful. And it's like, that's not necessarily good for comedy. Like, that might be good for like getting people into comedy. Like, I will say the whole world listens to Kill Tony, and it's a comedy show, so that's good. But the problem is it's like, I would rather people who actually have something to say, or like a unique
that's
perspective.
my issue too, is that
I don't want somebody who just wants it bad enough that they'll figure out a way to make us laugh.
My issue with their whole
Like,
thing
I
is
don't care
not
about
even
that.
My issue with their whole thing is not that. My issue is that I'm not a comic. I can go to the Kill Tony wherever and put my name in the bucket, not comic, and luck of the draw, get pulled. But the thing is, if you're good enough, your jokes are good enough, then you're not putting your name in that bucket. You're doing your own show, doing your own stuff. And then if you have a day off, you're like, hey, let's throw my name in there, and you'll get up there. Never once have I seen. That's the reason why I can't watch it. I hate cringe comedy. I can't watch it because it's so cringe and so bad. I've never once seen someone that's like, oh wow, this is a good guy. It's like,
when you know how I'm such a critical like person when it comes to comedians, and so it's like people, I don't knock people for enjoying that show, but whenever I watch it, I'm just like, they're either not qualified to be on the show or they're overqualified, and it's like you can see right through it.
The one thing I do like is Mike Rainey and Tim Butterly, those dudes that are kind of friends with Shane from Philly. They moved here like maybe 2 months ago. And they've been having a show like the Creek in the Cave like every couple weeks. The dudes are like funny as fuck, and they've just been bringing on like a lot of comedians onto their pod recently that are like I've never heard of, though. They're all so good. I'm like, those guys have a good eye for it. So whenever I see their show pop up, I'll go to that one.
Yeah.
And they have so many guys I've never heard of that they bring in. I'm like, how have you not more seen? You know?
Yeah.
It's like. But then you have, like, those guys, like, deserve a spot. And then you get these fucking literally disabled people on Kill Tony that are getting seen. And I'm like, dude, come on. Let's vet these people a little bit. It can't just be straight out the bucket.
They do vet now.
It doesn't seem like they do.
No, they do. Like, they don't even let everybody sign up anymore. Like, you have to have, like, reason for them to be like, all right, we're going to let you sign up. Yeah. But you're right. And, I mean, I'm not even mad that a lot of disabled people have an opportunity now.
No, it's not. But that his whole bit is bringing them on for views because he sees some guy walks funny or talks funny.
For sure, and that's what sells. But that's my point, is like the Kill Tony thing. It's more entertainment, and it's like, yeah, sure, he's really good at entertaining the world. But as far as if it's good for comedy, I don't think it is. It's not. But that's the thing. I think it's ruined. It's not the way people write jokes. I think it's ruined the way people like want to be perceived. That's what I'm gonna say. Like the people that have made it big off that show are also not good. Think about it. How many are good? There's one guy that's good. Maybe Casey Rocket. He's good. Dude, I love Casey Rocket. But that's what I'm saying. He's good. He went on there. He got seen on there. He's good. But so many people would talk shit. Like, you know, people would be like, oh, well, he doesn't really even tell jokes. It's like, yeah, but he's not like he does a different kind of comedy. But if you listen to him, he does tell jokes, but he also is like, it's high energy. But he's also just on his own. Generally, just like if you listen to him talk and stuff, he's like on other stuff. He's a genuinely funny guy. Oh yeah. But the thing is, it's like majority of people that have made it big on that show suck, because that's the thing. They got big off that thing, but then when they actually have to go to stage, they suck. Hans Kim, William Montgomery, David Lucas. I mean, dude, it's like not funny. It's like wrestling. It's like, sure, these guys are in shape, they're muscular, they can take a couple fake punches, but it's like, it's fake at the end of the day. And that's what Kill Tony is. It's like, yeah, sure, these guys have the comedy muscles, and you know, they can wear the cool outfits, but it's like they're just performing. That's not like, this isn't real, like, you know, well, that's the thing. Just because you get big on there, you can write 5 good jokes that kill. It's like, well, that means you got 5 good jokes that kill. 60 seconds, doesn't mean that you can do it for the next 2 years, or you can keep it going. I mean, what the fuck kind of state of comedy are we in where it's like, here, 60 seconds to be funny, go? It's like, dude, you want me to write the most hacky, quick punchlines in the fucking world so people can clap? Yeah, it's like, it's only 60 seconds, and I better get at least 3 laugh breaks. So it's like, I'm gonna write 3 quick punch bullshit jokes. It's like, that's not fucking stand up to me. I mean, and even if it was at one point, and it still can be, it's like, it's all fine. I don't fucking care. But when you ask me, it's like, yeah, if that's the direction we're going, then yeah, I don't like that. I think that's terrible. That's the thing. It's like, it's the quick fame thing. You know, you can clip this, you can get big, make 1 billion views off this. You're good, but how the quick fame is not sustainable, right? It's like, if you can only that's what happened to Hans Kim. He can only write jokes for 1 tour, and then he took 15 years to write
10 minutes of jokes, and then it goes, hey, that stuff's washed out. You need new ones. He goes, fuck, it's gonna take me another 10 years before I can write anymore. And
he's like, I gotta go live in a van for another 10
yeah,
years. Yeah.
Oh shit, this guy isn't actually good. He's not actually good. Well, I'm not gonna keep bringing him around, is what Rogan said to him. But then it's like, what did you expect? You met this guy on a 60-second show,
and I think that's the biggest issue is
he hasn't gone through the ringer and gone the steps.
Well, and even if he has, it's like they're the ones who everybody listens to. Like it's like Joe and Tony. Everybody's like, how can I be good? What should I do? And people listen to them. Well, yeah, they'll be like, I think you should fucking like instead of this, you should go like this. And it's like, so everybody's just basically Tony and Joe's comedy. It's like they're not the funniest people with stand up.
They've
like
never been
really
funny, either of them.
I mean, I've heard them be really funny, but my point is
name
like,
once.
I mean, I've seen them both live, and they were both really funny. But
you're lying. You're capping.
No, I mean, compared to like the people I think are like the best to ever do it, then yeah, it's completely different levels. Completely different.
You also have to remember this at the end of the day. This is why they're so famous. People are fucking retarded, right? And they just don't understand stuff. So they go, ha 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 ha. Easy joke, surface level. We're like joking. We're monkeys. Ah, funny. Easy to understand. Yeah. You give someone a minute or 2 minute long storyline, they have to follow along. They're lost.
Well, you know what's funny about that?
Most people are so stupid that they just
remember the Rick Diaz Hans Kim thing where he's like, Hans is like one-dimensional jokes, whereas mine's like high level thinking, deep, and it was like, Hans, you tell the stupidest jokes.
Oh my god, dude! There's that funny ass clip where it's fucking fat ass David Lucas going, I don't understand homosexual people. Like, how could you be gay? And then it clips over. His next thing on him on a show, he goes, my comedy is it's. What did he say? He's like,
what did he say? He said cerebral.
Cerebral, which means cerebral means deep thinking and like levels of thinking. And this guy goes, I don't understand how you can be gay. What does that mean? I'm like, dude, what?
If you want like actual high level comedy, Casey Rocket. You know what I mean? Like he's doing, it's like he's at least doing something unique, and it's like you can't really do it like Casey Rocket.
I don't like him on stage, but I've watched him on some podcasts, and I think he's funnier.
Well, that's what I mean.
I like his story more than his actual comedy.
There is depth to what he says, because some people hear it like, oh, he's talking about like Robitussin or whatever. It's like, no, like, but if you get it, it's like he actually has, I know, like there is meaning behind
I like
it.
his story more than his
crazy shit, and it's unique. Exactly. Like it's like, oh my god, I've never really heard somebody do comedy like this, and so I think that is way more value than somebody who's just taking the easy way out. Like another good example, and I actually think this guy can be funny, is the Timmy No Breaks. Have you been fucking watching him at all?
I've seen some of his videos. Yeah,
dude, it's like I think he's funny, and he's essentially hacking the system. But the thing about it is, it's like we're at a state in comedy where this guy has just become wildly successful over a few months' time because he's doing like an Andrew Dice Clay character. That's like a riff on the character. That's a riff on a fucking, actor or what. You know what I'm saying? It's like, how meta do we have to get? Or we're at a state where like, this is the best shit and the high level shit. And Tony's like, wow, unreal.
Unbelievable.
And it's like, I mean, dude, it's literally just, he fits your box perfectly. And you're like, he's the greatest ever.
Dude, some guy these two guys I've seen recently from like the Philly boys, he lives here as this dude's name is, what is it, Josh Francis? He's some ginger looking dude, right? He was in like the Marines and stuff, some ginger dude, and you're like, this guy is not gonna be funny at all. Dude, he's one of the funniest guys I've seen. I'm trying to instant follow, and it takes me a lot to follow somebody, and I was like, oh, I gotta go to your Instagram and follow you. This guy, and then also this other dude, Mike Ridley, that they both moved here. Yeah, those guys are funny as fuck. I was
East Coast people are killers, man.
Dude, the guys from Philly are the best. Because the thing is though, Philly's dirty, right? So they have like their dirty, their ways. They can just scum it out. Yeah. New York's a little bit too pretentious. All the guys from Philly are the best, which is why like Shane, like so funny. All his guys, Tommy.
That's why I loved like Viva La Bam and shit growing up. Like
so funny.
They're funny. Like the way that they interact with each other, the way they talk, like the way they think about things.
All those guys that are moving from Philly here, those are the guys that like, okay, I fuck with them. They're good because it's like they're just gonna say what they want. They got good stories. Yeah. Plus, they're like, yeah, when I was 13, I was down getting some water from the bodega, and it's like they just have the funniest draws, the funniest crazy stories from growing up. My best friend Dave from New Jersey, he's like that. That's the thing. Like he doesn't think he's funny, but I'm just like, Dude, you guys people don't live.
They're not even trying to be.
Yeah,
funny.
you're like people don't live like that, right?
Yeah.
They just like they have no filter, like not on purpose. They just don't. They are like they grew up in the fucking dirtball area. It's like they just say the funniest shit. And you're like, okay, you guys are fucking hilarious.
Well, dude, and I think it has a lot to do with like seasons, like too places that have seasons. I think it just builds better character when you go through like.
I can see that. Yeah.
Sometimes it's really cold, and you're like you're wearing a jacket, be like, holy fuck, it's cold outside, and you get inside, and you're just like. Making jokes about how cold it is, and you know what I mean.
I can see that.
Here,
Yeah,
it's just hot all the time, and
that's a weird hypothesis to go off of. But for some reason, I do agree with.
You know what I mean, though? Like,
because I come from a place with seasons too, and I think it has to do with this. Places that don't have seasons, it's because it's usually hot 24/7, right?
Right.
And when it's hot 24/7, those people usually grow up like wealthier, right? Because it's like they have like a boat or they're on the lake, and it's like those people usually suck. Lake people, boat people, they fucking suck. So it's like they suck. Whereas being like, holy shit, it was cold as fuck. I had to walk them out of school.
No, right. That's what I mean is when you get in a car and you're just like, it's so cold that if I don't laugh, I'm gonna scream. You know, like it's just a thing where. You know, people are like, holy fuck, wasn't it cold out?
It builds you too.
Holy shit, it was cold. Like,
yeah, it builds you as a person too. Because I remember back when I was like a kid, I don't want to go shovel the sidewalk and stuff. So I'd make my brother know how to cook. So I'd cook for him and he'd fucking shovel the sidewalk. Like, I got this dumbass. I was like, I just cooked you a tuna sandwich. Your dumbass just swept the sidewalk for an hour. I was like,
I didn't mind doing the sidewalks. I would do our neighbors and shit too.
This guy was so dumb that he was like, I'll go shovel. I'll go shovel the sidewalk. Yeah, he's 3 years older than me too. And he'd shovel like a foot of snow, like it was like a foot up. He'd do that shit for like an hour, and then I'd cook him like a tuna sandwich. And he'd be like, "Oh, thanks." And I'm like, "You idiot." It's like being from the seasonal places builds you. You have more stories, more shit to talk about.
That's what I mean. I really do think that because think about it. Like a lot of funny people come from Canada. Like
Norm.
Norm. Yeah, I mean like Tom Green. Like there's tons of Jim Carrey. There's tons of people that Mike Myers. Like it's just like I don't know. It gives you a sense of humor.
That's why there's no funny people from Australia. Just Jimmy Carr, but that's it.
Jimmy Carr, I thought he was British.
Sorry, I'm thinking Jim Jeffries. Yeah, but
Jim Jeffries, he used to be funny. He's like a shill now, though.
I watched his new special the other day. Not bad. I was surprised.
Yeah, but he was one of those people who, like sold out and kind of started getting preachy to follow the bag, and then now it doesn't matter. So he's like less preachy. But
I mean, he was, yeah.
I always lose respect for people like that. Like the cancel people.
He had some good rape jokes the other day, so I was like, hell yeah, bring him back.
I mean, one of my favorite jokes I ever heard was when I was younger, and he was like going off about something about fucking dudes, but it wasn't. I don't know, something about being gay, but it was like, I don't think I could fuck a dude because I can never fuck something that I respect. Yeah, I just remember being like, I was a kid. I'm like, that's really funny, Joke, but yeah, like I said, I don't know. COVID ruined a lot of people for me. Like it was just like the test is like, are you smart or not?
That's why there's no funny Russian people either because they only have one season too. It's just always cold.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever.
There's only one Russian. That's Yakov Smirnoff, and he's not funny.
When Russians are funny, like I said, in a way where it's like they're not trying to be funny, but just the way that they like see the world is funny.
I can only say one Russian comedian. That's Yakov Smirnoff, and I don't think he's funny.
I don't even know who he is.
He's famous, but he's huge. But he's the only guy I know from Russia, and even then, it's like I don't think he's funny. But I'm like, they only have one season, cold. And then think about people from just. Have you ever met anyone from just hot Mexico? Like who's from Mexico that just lived in Mexico?
That's funny.
That's funny. Yeah, let's put it that way. That's funny. I can think of a few, but they're not funny.
This is just turning into like a hater cast.
I am a hater.
I mean, dude,
I'm number one hater. I wake up every day and say, how can I hate more?
I think that's why we've always gotten along because like you just, a lot of people are like, oh, Garrett just doesn't like anything. I'm like, no, I really do like a lot of things. I just hate most things.
People always go, you need to be positive. Be positive. And I go, fuck no, you're being positive. I need to be negative to yin to your yang.
Yeah, balance is always good, man. Balance, it's important.
It is. You need some hate in your heart. Hate is what hate is what makes the world turn. Think about that. Hate is what builds cities. Hate is what makes good food. Hate, not love.
Hate is very inspiring.
Hate is what makes companies. People like think about it. Ferrari, Lambo. This guy said, "I hate this guy. I'm gonna build my own company." Hate turns the world around, dude.
Well,
hate is what made America America. We said, "Fuck the British. We're going to America."
But it starts with love. It's like, I love this car. I want to build a cool
think
car.
About America.
And then somebody else is like, "Look at the car I built," and you're like,
fuck
that guy.
Yeah,
I hate his car.
I mean, there might be some overlaps, but like, think about this. We said, fuck Britain. We're coming here to America. Right? We hate them.
Yeah.
I mean, hate is what fuels the wars that fuel our economy. I mean, there's a lot of you can't cancel out hate. Hate is important.
Yeah. No. I mean, dude. I mean, people assign good and bad values to things, but it's like you gotta look at things more neutral. You know, hate and love balance each other. So it's like, is one really better than the other? You know.
No, I don't know. I like to walk. Here's the line, right here on everything. Sometimes on that side, sometimes on that side. I like to walk right down it. I know but in hate, I know I'm a hater. But
I like to walk the line like a drunk person would taking a DUI
That's exactly how I do
like,
too. Some days I'm on that side. Some days I'm on this side. Like politically, everything I talk about, all issues. Some days that side, some days that's the side. We'll just see. Catch me on what day.
Yeah.
I might be over there.
No, I completely agree.
Trans rights. One day I go, hell yeah. Next day, a trans person yells at me for calling the wrong thing. Back on the other side. And then someone's really nice to me, holds the door for me, and I go, back on your side.
They're not so bad. They're not so bad.
Like I said, I'm back and forth. You could sway me very easily. It's all about the day you catch me on.
Do you want to read a couple of these fucking jokes, man?
Sure.
This is the thing I do every episode.
AI jokes?
The AI jokes. I wish they were AI.
They're just bad on your own accord.
They'd probably be funny then.
Let me look at them.
No, here.
Don't read them.
I'll let you give me one.
Hand me the whole stack. I wanna shuffle through.
No, I get to pick.
Let me pick a card. Let me pick a card like you're a magician.
Well, no, because some of them really suck.
Yeah, no, that's the fun of it.
Just read them. Read it out loud.
I feel like I've seen this one before.
Just read it.
Sir, did you or did you not nuke Japan? Objection. What was Japan wearing? I've read this one before.
Maybe in the Old Testament.
Let me see them. Let me see what I think's funny.
Read this one.
Let me see what I think's funny.
No, because you're not supposed to read them first.
I've never sucked a dick, but I have an ice cream. Oh, but I have an ice cream cone while driving, which I assume is the same thing. Okay.
I want to fire all of them.
Why do fat guys always have tiny legs? They walk around with a pair of chopsticks holding up a humpback whale. What?
I mean, it's true.
How does that make sense?
Have
fat guys usually have fucking huge legs.
No.
Because they have the fat ass. Yeah.
No, they always have tiny little chopsticks.
I think they're short, but they're usually pretty girthy and long. Here, I'm going to read what he crossed out. You know what?
Well, no, that's just the same thing, just reworded. Okay.
Have you ever heard blues music so good that you gain cerebral palsy?
Have you?
No.
It's like,
No. Let me see all those. Is this all the jokes? I'm down to cook some crack, but what do I do with the pan after?
I mean, true.
You need a pot for crack.
I do just cook some.
You need a pot for crack, not a pan. It's gonna all spill out. Yeah, I like this. It's just a fact. If you're homeless, it might be time to give up the dog. That's factual. Yeah. Also, I always wonder about this. Homeless guys. So it's like, I bring dog food around sometimes, and I give it out to the homeless guys just for their dogs. It's like, can I have a dog? No, but you can have this dog food for your dog. How are they feeding the dog? Are they spending the money on the dog? Are they going to a shelter? What's happening?
It's a valid question, man. Honestly.
Also, if you're homeless, it might be time to give up life. Let's be honest.
Let me fucking read one there, fingers. If a stripper shakes her booty on stage and there's no one around to tip her, is she still a hard worker?
Does her dad still love her is more like it.
It's true, too. Here, read this one.
Oh, my gosh, it's so long. Rich people have an obligation to do stuff for charity, like Donald Trump. I bet we could raise hundreds of millions of dollars for charity if people were donating to watch him fuck kids, or even billions to watch a live stream of Joe Biden babysitting.
That is not what it's... I mean, fucking read it. Jesus Christ. My handwriting's not that bad. I don't know why everybody can't read. Rich people have an obligation to do stuff for charity. Like Donald Trump, I bet we could raise hundreds of millions of dollars for charity if people were donating to watch him suck dick. Or even billions to watch a live stream of Joe Biden babysitting. Here is it. This is a part 2 to one earlier.
Never argue with a homeless man. They have nothing to lose. You know what is fun? I did argue with a homeless guy the other day.
It's not a good idea.
Because it pissed me off, right? Because I'm at the gas station getting gas, right? I'm already in a bad mood. And he comes up to me and he's like, can I get $1? And I was like, I don't have any cash. As I'm filling up the gas, right? So you could see my wallet. And he goes, I see some right there. And I literally said, bitch, I was like, I have bills. I got college debt. I have negative. If you look at me, it's like I have negative money.
Less money than you.
You have money. Whatever's in your pocket is what you're worth.
I have negative
You
money.
have more money than me. And then the guy just looked at me and he just walked off because he was high on crack. So I was just like, all right. But I snapped. I was so pissed off and already tired.
They're always high on crack. So eventually, there's no reason.
There's no argument with him. But it felt good to say it. He didn't understand anything I meant, but I felt good saying it.
It's almost like you cast a spell back that's like neutralizes whatever they're going for.
Oh yeah, you want to be crazy? I'll be crazy too,
they
bitch.
go crazy back and they're like, he's
shit, that guy
killing my high, man.
He just pulls out a dog, gives it back to me. Shit, you need this more than I do.
Oh man, I got one more. You want to read it?
Yeah, sure.
Read it loud and clear though. Like read it like you're like a newscaster.
Is it good?
Okay? I don't know. None of them are good.
Have you ever been so depressed that you find religion? Hey God, sorry for all these years of denying your existence, but I could really use some money. Nice. Have you ever been so depressed you found religion?
Well, because it's like I used to pray to God. Like I'm like, man, I wish I could win the lottery, but I never have ever bought a lottery ticket. So it just makes me feel like an idiot.
There was a guy at the gas station literally yesterday who had won $100 on a scratcher, and he was waiting because they had to call up the manager because it was $100, and the manager wasn't at work because it was like a little tiny gas station. So I saw him on the phone like, hey, you have to come in. This guy was calling his manager to come into work, which obviously was his day off or something, for $100. I saw on the counter on the screen it said $100. And I was like, dude, you guys don't have $100 to give this guy? Just give him the fucking money. $100. I was like, how poor is this gas station? Also,
well, because it's only cash. So
I know,
like,
but
nowadays they don't always have cash.
Yeah, and it's also a tiny one by my house. But I'm like, dude, imagine you get called into work. You live 20 minutes away because someone won $100 fucking dollars. I'd be so mad.
Yeah, I'd be like, can I just Venmo him? Can I just cash
You
out
Venmo him. I'll get you back. We're running through. Yeah, I was like,
oh man, no, I don't know, man. I have to really
see
pee.
Black. Give him a carton of Newport cigarettes.
We'll end on that note because you're crazy, but I appreciate you doing this, man. Welcome back to America.
America.
You know, cheers.
Garrett's favorite place.
Bye, everybody.
Garrett H. Joe Rogan and Tony Hinton.